I'm David Bagley, and in August 2013, I was blessed with the opportunity to accompany Empowered Dreams Group to Africa. We went to Africa to work with existing local organizations, an orphanage, and some communities there that Empowered Dreams is assisting and doing several projects in those regions. We went to Vumilia Village, which is located outside of Vumilia, Kenya. This village was established originally as an IDP camp, or Indigenous Displaced Peoples Camp, from the post-election violence that occurred in Kenya. A small group was able to relocate to this area outside of Vumilia. Through several other organizations, they finally ended up being able to replace the tent community, and they live in some very basic concrete huts, no electricity, no water, and very poor conditions. Two-room concrete huts where families of up to 15 or 20 people can be residing there. Empowered Dreams is committed to helping this community on several fronts. They have funded some micro-business opportunities and some other activities to help these people sustain themselves, to pull them out of their poverty and the conditions that they're in. The team that I was went there specifically to go into the community, house to house, door to door, visit with the people that lived there, and do a survey so that we could get a handle on what were the needs of the community, what were the conditions, what could be done, and what needed to be done to help these people sustain themselves. One of the most impactful incidents was, as my team was going to the doors, we came across one house where the door was padlocked and no one was home, but behind the door we could hear the screams and cries of a child. It was just heartbreaking to hear this wailing and crying and constant screaming. And one of the neighbors came up to us and said that this was the normal condition, that the child was physically and mentally disabled and was confined to a bed, strapped into a bed. And a single mom who had to leave the child to go off and find employment so that she could, in fact, feed the family and take care of the little girl. So every morning she would get up and do all of her household works, clean and bathe the child, have to leave her strapped into her bed, lock the door, and go off to try to find work. That situation just broke our hearts. The situation was just so tragic. It dropped all of us to our knees and just left us with a feeling of hopelessness of what could we do to help these people. It's situations like that make me very thankful for the opportunity that I have to work with an organization like Empowered Dreams. Empowered Dreams works with local people that are on the ground in these areas to come alongside, identify the needs so that the peoples in that community can sustain themselves. Empowered Dreams is headed back to this village to fund some water projects and a community center, again, to try to continue to build the infrastructure and to provide opportunities for the communities to help themselves and sustain some level of living that's above the desperate needs and poverty that they're in. 100% of everything that's given to an organization, to a project, to a program, to a ministry there, goes to that project, program, or ministry. Empowered Dreams leadership funds 100% of all the administrative costs. So What you give does not impact anything to do with any of the administrative costs. It's all funded by the leadership of Empowered Dreams. It's a blessing and a privilege to be able to work alongside this organization and continue to do so. It impacts my life tremendously, and I encourage you to look at opportunities like this to impact the lives of others.